It began with a whisper so faint, so thin, that at first I thought it was nothing more than the sigh of the night wind slipping through a crack in the window. I had been alone in my room, hunched over my desk, working through another stack of unfinished assignments long after midnight. The house was silent. The kind of silence that presses against your ears and makes you painfully aware of your own breathing. That was when I heard it. A soft voice, a murmur, a breath. "I see you," I froze. Not a muscle in my body dared to move. My first thought was that I had misheard. My second thought was that I was losing my mind from exhaustion. I forced myself to take a slow breath and lean back in my chair, listening. The room behind me felt heavier somehow, as though the darkness itself was watching. Another whisper followed, this time unmistakable. "I'm looking right at you." Cold prickles danced along my arms. I spun around in my chair, hoping to find something explainable. The creak of the window frame, a curtain shifting, maybe even a prank from a sibling. But the room was still. The shadows clung to the walls, deep and unmoving, swallowing the corners that the lamp couldn't reach. I swallowed hard. "Who's there?" I called out, though my voice barely rose above a trembling whisper. Silence answered for a moment. I tried to convince myself that it was just stress, that my brain, foggy from hours of studying, was playing cruel tricks. But then something shifted near the closet door. Not a sound, not a movement exactly, more like a flicker of awareness. The feeling of being observed tightened around my throat. I stood slowly, fingertips brushing the desk for balance. The air felt colder near the closet, thick and dense like fog that I couldn't see. I reached up and flicked the light switch, flooding the entire room with brightness. Nothing, no one, just the same shelves, the same clothes, the same empty floor. Relief washed over me, though it didn't quite reach my bones. I shut the light off again and returned to my chair, but the moment everything dipped back into darkness, I felt it, eyes watching, from somewhere I couldn't see. I turned my head slightly. Out of the corner of my vision, in the black space beside the wardrobe, something glimmered faintly. At first, I thought it was a reflection. Then the glimmer blinked, two pale dots, round, unmoving, intent. My blood ran cold. Slowly, painfully, slowly, I shifted in my seat to look directly into that corner. But the moment I did, the eyes vanished. They melted into the dark like droplets of ink in water. I blinked hard, shaking my head, telling myself I imagined it, but deep inside I knew better. I had seen something that did not care if I believed in it or not. "I see you," the voice hissed again, this time right beside my ear. I jumped to my feet, knocking my chair over with a crash that echoed through the house. My heartbeat thundered in my skull. I backed toward the door, fumbling for the light switch again, and when the lights came on, the room was empty once more. But the fear didn't vanish with the darkness. It clung to me like wet cloth, heavy and suffocating. My eyes darted across every surface. Nothing. No figure, no movement, no whisper. For several minutes I just stood there, gasping, forcing myself to breathe evenly. Eventually, I convinced myself to pick the chair up and turn off the lights again, because turning them on didn't stop whatever was lurking. I settled into bed and pulled the covers up, pretending I felt safe. Then, in that suffocating blackness, the voice returned low, amused, hungry. "I'm closer now." My breath hitched. A shadow leaned over my bed, so close I could feel the icy presence crawl across my skin. My eyes widened, but I could not scream. I could only listen to the final whisper against my ear. "You can't hide from what already sees you." And then everything went dark.